Hello, my indie comic nerds. There are a teeny tiny amount of you out there. These videos are getting a handful of views, but definitely nowhere near my other videos. So, we have a nice little cozy, nerdy comic book party going on here once a week. I clearly am not appearing in my video today only because it is late. I need to put this video up and I would just rather speak into a microphone than to yammer at the camera. This is quicker, it's easier, and it's not as though I have a whole lot to discuss. So the week is over and it was a good one. It started off a little bit rough, as you are going to see. The pages that you see on screen, or that you should be seeing on screen right now, are essentially what I spent a majority of the week doing, at least the majority of the week that I can share with you, because I did do quite a bit of script writing this week. Now, the script writing was rough this week because issue number 1, issue number 2, and issue number 3 of the book were pretty easy to write and outline. They're more or less introductory issues, but we get into the down and dirty business from issue 4 and beyond. Now, all of this starts trickling in issue 3, but oh my God, now is the time where I have to start making these far-reaching connections and start just, the universe is huge. And, well, my comic book universe is not as epic and enormous as some people out there, but it's a lot, and there's a lot of little interconnected pieces that need to be revealed at the right moment and blah, blah, blah. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. If you are a writer, whether it's fiction or whether you write comics or what have you, that's a lot. So welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. 10 years after the introduction began, I am introducing myself to you if you are new. I don't believe there's anybody new here, but if there are, hi, my name is Karla. I am the creator of The Harlequin Glass, which is an indie comic, among other things. I'm an illustrator, a comic book, or rather an illustrator and a coloring book creator. So I do a lot. And I'm adding one more thing to my plate by playing the 100 Days of Comics Challenge. Now, we are on week 3, and I have been good on my word. I have worked on my comic every single day. Some days I work on it for only half an hour, but most of the time I spend at least 1 to 2 hours getting dirty in all of it. So this week was primarily consumed by having to illustrate these 3 splash pages, but they didn't take too long. I ended up illustrating all 3 of them. I roughed them out in one day, and then it took me a couple days to clean them up and ink them, but that process went by smoothly, no issues. And because I have fallen behind about a week on my comic book schedule, I wanted to quickly start roughing out some ideas for the cover, because while I'm working on the lettering, I want to at least get the pencil and the inking done on the cover. I would like to have it completely finished by the time the lettering is done, so we'll see. We'll see if I'm going to pull one of my masochist cards and try to pile everything on top of everything else, because I have a ton of other work aside from my comic books going on. I have coloring books to work on, I have other things, so it's a lot, but I'm a workaholic, so I can do this. I hope I can do this. Fingers crossed that I can do this. Fingers and all appendages while we're at it. Antennas, tentacles, whatever you have, just cross them all. Cross them all. I may as well do a quick outro. Week 3 is over. I did everything I was supposed to do. Didn't learn a whole lot other than dummy. keep an eye on your own notations, my own little teeny tiny asterisks that say, hey, this may well turn into 3 pages, so draw 3 full pages. I somehow managed to skip over that during the illustration process, and now at the very end, I'm drawing the very first 3 pages of the book. Ain't that a B word, right? Not really, actually, because although I didn't learn other lessons besides, hey, dummy, read your own notes, I ended up drawing these 3 pages on much smaller paper. I illustrate the full comic pages on 11 by 17, whereas these were illustrated on right around 6.5 by 9.5, 7 by 10, something like that. And drawing these splash pages on such smaller paper was such a breeze. I illustrated all 3 of them in one day, and I spread the inking out over a couple of days. But whatever, I got it done. They look good, and damn it, if I could draw this small, if I could draw my comic book pages this small, I would be a happy girl, but there's no way. There's no way. I could try, but I will lose a lot of detail, and my illustration style is very sketchy, very cross-hatchy, and I feel as though I will lose a lot of detail if I try to work this small. Part of me wants to simplify my art style so that I don't have this many sketchy, scraggly lines, but I can't let go of it. I can't. We'll see what happens. This little bump in the road ended up being a little cog turner in the brain, because now I'm thinking, where are there areas that I could potentially simplify my artwork? I don't know. We'll see. This is something to carry on into the next week. So week number 1 through week number 3 has gone by without a hitch. No skipped days. I've worked on my comic every single day. If not for at least half an hour, then I've definitely sat my butt down to work for at least 1 to 2 hours, if not more. So everything's going good. 3 weeks down. 10 more to go. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Take a look down below. Everything you need to know will be down below. Links to where you can purchase the book, link to my website where, again, you will find links to purchase the book, as well as links to where you can read the book online. You can also stalk me on Instagram. You'll find all that good stuff down below. I gotta go. Thank you for being here, my nerds, and I will see you next week.